parole board know that they're gonna be you in this violent environment. They know you're gonna have some, you know. But as long as you don't start them, you don't want to start anything. You don't want to create violence. You know, you don't want to create fights and stuff. So, you know, and she was my support system to get me out. So I wound up going to the halfway house in Macon, Georgia, and then I had to go to her aftercare program for a year. You know, but that support system from people's family. Anybody that really, you know, because like I said, it's difficult if you don't have that support system because a lot of guys return to prison because they wind up doing the same thing. You know, they can't get a job, they have trouble doing this, they have trouble doing that, you know, and nobody's saying that. But you got a lot of people out here, you know, I tell guys when I go in and talk to you, you do have a lot of people out here that will help you if you seek that help, you know. And if you just stay focused and me personally, you just put God first and let God help you, let him be in the forefront of your life, and he'll guide you to those people that can really help you, you know. And so, like he guided me, and like he guided others like me, because I'm not the only one that's doing this right here, you know. And so he'll guide you, but like I said, it is difficult, but the number one thing I think while you're in prison, you need to educate yourself.
That's what I was about to say, is that you gotta, I tell people, I said, usually when they go to prison, either they're gonna come out a jailhouse lawyer, they're gonna come out a preacher, or they're gonna come, I said, you know, or they're gonna come out a philosopher.
Right.
And I said, now, the ones that I've seen that come out that had the most success are the Muslim.
Right.
Because they come out, they already got a family.
Oh, definitely, right.
And they move out, and I said, the preachers usually the one to go back fast, because after they get out there and they done read the Bible and they think that they can do it without work, and it's 30 months later, 30 days later, things ain't going the way they want, they revert back to what they were doing.
Right,
before they went in. But if the philosophers who get a real good education, at least they can go do speeches, they can create a following, they can get something done.
Right, definitely.
Now, when you go to prison and you're talking to young folks, what kind of advice do you really give them? Because you go to the classroom, you can't give them the same advice you go to the prison.
No.
And so, and I see you say you wrote 9 books, and some of them are on, I guess, decided on the group that you want.
Right. I got a book right now. I'm finishing, my editor editing it right now called Breaking the Cycle. It's really getting out and going straight, which is going to be used into the prison system. And right now, Ms. Pinkin that went to the commission, they're working on giving me the teacher class at one of the prison boot camp. But main thing, when I go into prison, I'm talking to young guys, you know, my main focus with young guys is number one thing, take advantage of all the educational program that they have in here, you know, and relinquish your criminal thoughts, relinquish that gang activity stuff, because it only leads you, it'll bring you right back. And I said, when you look around here, when you see some of these old cats in there that come in 18, 19, 20 years old, and here it is 25, 30 years later, they still in. That's the same thing that happen to you if you keep repeating the cycle. So right now, while you're young, while you're 18, 19, 20, 21, you can break the cycle right now, you know. You can stop right now and never come back to this place again if you change your way of thinking. But if you don't change your way of thinking, you know, you have to be realistic, and I be realistic. I like to be straightforward, straight up, because the truth may be an offense, but it never sin. So if you don't change your way of thinking, if you don't change your negative attitude, because attitude is everything in life, on the inside and outside. You know, if you got a bad attitude on the inside and a bad attitude on the outside, even the good people don't want to have nothing to do with you, because attitude determines your outcome in this world, you know. So I take that to them, and I'm focused toward, you know, that, you know, you all in the same boat. You know, I say the enemy wants you to fight and fussle amongst one another. I said it's easy to control a man that's out of control. It's easy to control an ignorant man. It's easy to control a man that has no knowledge. You see what I'm saying? You can guide him around like a ring through his nose like a bull and lead him anyway. But I said it's hard to control a man that educates himself, you know. So you're in the same boat. So first thing, you need to stop fighting amongst each other. I said the God's here, not your enemy. You know, not your enemy. You know, the warden is not your enemy. You are your enemy. You see what I'm saying? Your own thoughts made you your own enemy. If you change your thought, and I said when you read positive books, read books about great leaders, people that done raised up out of poverty, you know, people that read self-help books, you know, and stuff. Read things that because what you read, that's the food for your spirit and your soul, you know. And read the Bible, you know, because I tell them the Bible got everything you need to know about this world is in the Bible. Everything you need to know about succeeding is in there. You know, if you read it, you know, and apply it, you know. And so that's the main thing what I focus when I'm talking to youth is about just not going out the way you come in.
Now, if and I've noticed it that when they get closer to coming out, and a lot of them have gotten to be a little positive, very positive, and if they get one setback, look like it just damaged them.
Right.
How do you know, and they thinking they gonna get out this month and come up, and they don't get out this month and go back for a little while longer. How do you tell them when this coming up that they are to handle themselves?
Okay, when that come up, I seen it come up with a lot of cats on the inside. I done seen them get all the way to the ID room. I'm talking about all the way to the ID room to roll out.
Oh, really?
And yes, And here come a detainer, or here comes some other kind of paperwork that denies it, right? So my thing is I always tell them, you know, everything is a challenge, you know, everything is a test of life. You know, if you pass these tests, because no matter what happened to you while you're in there, no matter they'll tell you finna parole or you ain't got no place to parole to, if you just stay positive, you just stay focused, if you just keep the faith, you know, if you just hold on and you keep the faith, success is right around the corner. If you just hold on. Because the same thing you're going through, other men that went through the same thing, you know. So
how can you keep holding on? See, now you sound like a Baptist preacher. see, that's what they be saying. Just hold on. You may not have no food, but just hold on. You might have got stumped. Just hold on. Now you sound like a Baptist preacher. Just hold on. I tell folks you got to have some food to hold on to. I mean, I love the fact that you're trying to get in my mind that, but I got an idea what I want to do. Now you telling me I can't do it.
Yeah, holding on.
Hold on.
I'm gonna rectify that. Holding on simply means to keep on doing what you was doing, to stay positive. You know, don't go backward, because you go backward, you finna destroy everything that you just built. That's why you gotta hold on.
But if you built this character and you built the way to the, as you said, to the ID room, and you have worked on this, and you have followed the rules that you thought was right, and they have promised you that there's a light at the end of the tunnel and a promised land right around the door. And when you get there and you get ready to step over into the promised land, and they snatch the land out from under you, and you say, hold on to what?
No, that's when you got to be stronger. Because you got to be strong. You got to be strong. Because guess what I tell them, you know, that's when you have to be there at your strongest point.
That's what them Baptist preachers say.
That's when the greatest test.
That's what them Baptist preachers say.
Baptist preachers right.
The Baptist preachers ain't always right. Because they get up there and say, you know, just hold on. If you're hungry, just hold on. If you do this, look, preacher, give me some food. So the food that you give them is just hold on.
No, the food I'm giving them.
Hold on.
Hold on and keep doing what you're doing. Hold on. Okay, like you got to remember, I did 25, so I was challenged. I'm talking about I was challenged to the utmost. You got to remember, every day is not no good day.
Remember one thing that you just said.
Right.
You were not an ordinary criminal.
Right.
You were not an ordinary person in prison. Because you were a leader of those in prison.
Yeah, even
see, hold it now. See, we talked about that earlier. A leader looks at what's in front of him, right, and figure out how to make it, as they say, as y'all preachers say, a footstool a foot matter, whatever y'all say. so, so now it's not the same thing. You see, you're trying to put you in the category with all those folks that walking behind you. So now, just because you saw, well, I see a way. I'm gonna go talk to this lady. I'm gonna talk to this lady. I ain't gonna get this down because I read this book. Remember now, you've gotten a PhD.
Right, definitely.
So you have read these motivational books.
Right.
You have read the Bible a bunch of times if you
Right.
got one in there.
Yeah.
So you knew quote for quote that you could come to. See, there's a quote in the Bible for everything.
Right, definitely.
And something hit you, you said, well, look at Isaac, he said this, and John said this, and Luke did this, and poor Job, he went through this. So now don't tell me the same thing that you did that they can do because they can't.
Well,
I said, look, let me show you the reason I say
understand
that.
what you're saying, right.
Let me tell you why I said it. I do a lot of stuff.
Right.
And I used to thought, and I truly used to think, well, why is this person, I know that they got to be smarter than me. They have not done this and they can't do that. It didn't make sense to me.
Right.
My brother told me one day, he said, look, why you worry about what them folk can't do? He said, look, remember, they ain't smart as we are.
Right.
So they can't do what we do.
Right.
So now what do you tell that person that they got there, he already been there, and see, you can read, some of them can't read.
Right, definitely.
You decided that you wanted an education. They decided that see, I believe that, it's just like in school, I think that a lot of kids don't excel in school because sometimes that they are in a class that they can't excel in, and they don't want everybody to know that they can't do it.
Right.
So either they act up or they do something to get out the class.
Right.
Now, if the school system, I think, was to put them in classes, okay, ain't no sense in putting this joker in the math class because he ain't gonna do nothing but mess up. Let's put him in this class over here, what he's gonna do, and we can gear him towards a future.
Right.
I can't give him. So now, you putting those folks in the same class you got. Now tell me what you tell.
No,
Yes, you did. I done heard that part. Now go back and tell me something different from what you told me.
No, I believe
because that ain't gonna. That what you said ain't gonna fly.
Okay, listen now. I believe that every human being has the potential to exceed what. Cause you gotta remember, greatness falls in a lot of categories.
Oh, I just said that.
But I believe.
But you told me a few minutes ago, just hold on.
Yeah, you got to hold on. Even the strong man got to hold on. Even the leader got to hold on. Because he always got to hold on. Because guess what? The leader can fall too if he ain't holding on. If
most times, we said the leader sees what's in front of him and he makes it around. I can't figure this out. Only thing I can do is follow what I was told.
Okay.
And you told me I was going to get out.
Mm-hmm.
Most 90% of the folks in prison follow what they were told. Because they get in there and they say, well, you're supposed to get up at a certain time and go eat. They getting used to that. Now, when they told you that, what you did is, look, I want to go to the library.
Right.
Well, don't you need to go sit down? No, I want to read this book.
Right.
So, but most of them, you need to sit on this fence today. And now, when I say fence, they go and sit on the fence.
Mm-hmm.
And when they say, get off the fence and go eat, they get off the fence and go eat. And they said, well, now go upstairs because you're going to go to bed. They go upstairs. But when they told you to go sit on the fence, you said, Warden, can I go over here?
Right.
Can I go to the gym and practice my skill?
Right.
Can I do that? Most of them ain't doing that.
Right.
So now what you gonna do to me when I get to the, now I done killed all that stuff that you talking
Right.
about. When I get there, I was a follower. I've been there 10 years. I done been beat up on, and I just need to get out of here and try to straighten my life out. What you gonna tell me?
Well, I think faith play a great role, and I think believing in yourself play a great role. Because get what happens when you quit believing? No matter what the administration tell you, no matter what the parole board tell you, it all boils down to what you're going to accept.
90% of the folks can't believe in themselves, because if they believe in themselves, they wouldn't be there.
That's where the education come in.
But they didn't get no education.
Okay, they didn't get no education.
We just said that most of them go there. Half of the folks that go to prison probably ain't finished high school.
Right.
I'm not sure now, but I'm gonna assume that half of them ain't finished high school. I know we got 5-10 more minutes, then I'm gonna let you have it in a few minutes. Right. After you do this, I'm gonna let you tell folks how to get in touch with you, what you want to do, and how you want to help the folks. But half of the folks ain't finished high school. The ones that finished high school, some of them couldn't read when they got out of high school no way. And those that did, so 75% of the folks in prison really can't do nothing but manual and find a regular job where it doesn't require skill. Right. What do you tell me? And then once you finish that, I ain't gonna argue with you no more, because I'm gonna leave you alone. I want you to tell the folks about you and how you can help them and what you want to do. Now go ahead and answer that question. Because if you answer that question, then at the end I'm gonna answer it again, because you ain't answered right earlier.
I'm gonna answer it like this. Regardless of you coming to prison, you can't read, you can't write, they have programs to help you do these things. They have vocational trades in prison that you can take. You see what I'm saying? So if you do not take advantage of that right there, no one is to blame but you, regardless. You see what I'm saying? Think about it. You have the opportunity to take advantage of that stuff, no matter how you come into prison.
You can't always take the blame, because if you took the blame, see, and no, I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna get into that, because there'll be another 10 minutes argument. And you got 5 more minutes. I want you to talk about what you do and how you do it in your books and everything about you. See, I don't want to get in there, because you and I'll be here for another half an hour talking.
Okay, my book, The Iceman Speaks, Choices and Consequences, you can go to my website, which is www.icemantrilogy.com. That's ICEMANTRILOGY.com. And what I've been doing from day one, from the first day I got in prison, I've been going around to schools. I go around all the way up in Milwaukee schools all over the country, talking to kids. I go into churches, give my testimony. I go back into prison, talking to guys. And I've dedicated my life to that. That's what I do, and I'm continuing to do it, and it's my mission from God. It's been put on my heart and my soul. And so that's what I enjoy doing, that's what I love doing, and I write books, and I continue writing books and stuff, and that's what I enjoy doing.
Okay, now, so they need to get you the WePay. Do you have a phone number you might want them to call? I know I know you brought your manager here.
Okay.
And she's back there smiling and looking all good. I see her number here, so I don't know if she.
Well, you can give her number.
Okay, if you want to get up with the Iceman, you can call his manager. Her name is Kitty. What is it, Flores? Yes. And her number is 406-480-6115. That's 406-480-6115. And if she does not answer, just leave a message. And if you don't get her that way, she prefer you to email her. And that's KITTYDFLORES. Yeah, that is KITTYDFLORES@gmail.com. And you can reach either one of them. And if you got something that your Iceman wants you to do, and he love taking care of those young folks, and he wants to keep them out of prison before they get there. But once you get there and you're getting out, he would love to come to your prison and talk to you. And he would you really need him. I think that every school, especially the schools that they got with, I forgot what they call it, school where the kids get kicked out at.
Alternative.
Your alternative school, open campus in those places, you really need it. And I'm going to pass the word around, because we go to schools. We got 3 or 4 schools that we go to and talk to them, because, of course, we do the same kind of stuff, but we just not an expert at it, and he's the expert at it. I'm just a country boy from South Georgia. And all of y'all know that, and I tell y'all all the time. And look here, we have had a good time, and we appreciate it. And I'm going to talk to you about coming to our group, telling us how you can help us.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
All right.
I'm honored to be here today.
Hey, okay, and I'm on to help you. All right, thank you, and we'll see y'all next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Like your leaders tell you to. And let that blessed day has come. And I don't care where you come from. We just gonna move on up. Move on up. Lord have mercy, we're moving on up. Woo, just keep on pushing.
Fantastic.